Hey girls, Court's here with your stretch piece today. Today's focus is going to be a little bit more on your upper body. So remember, with these stretch pieces and the flows, you can do them at any time of the day. It's really important to get up, do a little bit of movement, get some blood flow before a workout, at the beginning of the day, or after your workout, just to cool down. It's also a really good thing to do before bed because it's going to help relax your central nervous system. It's going to put you in that rest and digest stage instead of your fight and flight stage. It's going to help you really relax, recover, and have a really good night's sleep, which is really, really important in times of high stress or trying to recover from exercise. And even if you have body composition goals, it's really, really important. So we're going to start face down on the ground. We're just going to do a few shoulder cars to start. So you're going to keep your head down. You're going to lift your thumb up to the sky as high as you can. You're going to start to rotate through your shoulder. You're going to take the back of your hand to your thigh, keeping your chest on the ground, everything nice and still, lifting back up and over. You're going to do 5 on each side. So up, nice and slow, really pull your hand up to the top of the roof, rotate around, back down. That's 2. We got 3 more, lifting up, rotate around. Keep breathing through this, don't hold your breath. Nice and slow, same pace all the way around. And number 5, our final one. Then we're going to do it on the other side. Head down, lifting up, rotate. Go 3 more, keep pulling up as high as you can. Keeping the chest on the ground. Alrighty, now we're going to go into our S-waves. So our S-waves are really good, especially if you're sitting at your desk all day or if you've got a tight upper back. Really, really good to get a little bit of rotation through the shoulders and just activate all those little muscles in between your shoulder blades and your upper back. So you'll start with your hands at a T, head and toes on the ground. One arm's going to go up and the other one's going to go under. You're going to try to touch them here and then really stretch as far as you can, cross out into a T. And then keep your elbows up to the roof, one hand over, one hand under. I'm going to do 10 of these, so 5 on each side. Nice and slow. Really be intentional with this movement. It's going to really help open up your shoulders and your back. And keep breathing. Straight arms passing around and bend them to meet in the middle. Your hands might not touch and that's okay. Our goal is eventually to get them touching. One more. From here, guys, you're just going to push up, bring your knees in, spread your knees out wide. We're just going to stretch through into like a child's pose, head on the ground, walk your fingers forward. If you can lift your chin up a little bit, stretch through a little bit more through the back of your shoulders. I'm going to take 3 big deep breaths here. In through your nose and out. Try to work a little bit lower. 2 more breaths. Cool. Walking back in now. I want you to tuck your toes under and just bring your chest or the ribs to your thighs. So we're nice and close down here. I want you to bring your elbows to your knees so you're huddled under. And you're going to take your right hand behind your head. From here, we're going to take our elbow to elbow, so closed in. Then we're going to keep our chest down and keep our elbow up as high as we can, squeezing through our shoulder blades, eyes looking up at your elbow. The goal is to not lift up or push your hips out to the side. So just twisting, back down. We're going to do 4 more on this side. Two more, squeeze your shoulder blades together. One more. And now we're going to do it on the other side. So right hand behind your head, elbow to elbow, up and twist. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, back down. One more here. And back down. Cool. From here, we're going to go into like our tabletop or on all fours here. Just want you to take your right arm underneath your left arm. So we're going to do a bit of a thread the needle. This is your first stretch. If you can't feel it here, you can lay down. If you keep this shoulder up, you'll get less stretch. If you bring that shoulder over more, facing towards the ground, you'll feel more stretch through the back of your shoulder. We're going to take 3 really big deep breaths here. Last one here. And pushing up. And just throwing the other arm underneath. Stretching down here. Big breath in. One more big deep breath. Sink down a little bit more into that stretch as you exhale. And we're going to push ourselves back up. Now we're just going to flip our legs through and sit on our bottom. We're going to have our legs out in front. And from here, we're going to take our hands behind us into a shoulder extension stretch. So really, really good if you've been at your desk all day, or you've been hunched over, or you feel like your chest needs to be opened up. I want you to start with your fingers facing towards your bottom, and you're just going to bend your elbows to sink down. So think you'll be in like a bit of a push-up position or ring dip position, and you're going to sink down like this. If your hands are too close, you won't feel a stretch. So you just need to move your hands further away from your bottom or scoot your bottom forward. Elbows squeeze back behind you. You should feel a stretch all the way through the front of your shoulders and your chest. Keep your eyes up. We're going to take 3 big deep breaths here. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Remember, sink a little bit deeper every time you exhale. One more big breath here. Now what we're going to do is just flick those hands around, and if you can, you're going to walk your fingers a little bit further so you get a little bit more stretch through your shoulders. If your elbows are hurting a little bit, you might just want to scoot them back forward a bit more, or a soft bend there. But our goal is to get as low as we can go to keep our chest up. So 3 more big deep breaths here. One more big deep breath. And what we're going to do now is walk those hands back in. So hands are underneath your shoulders. Tuck your feet in, and we're going to go into a tabletop stretch. Just squeeze your butt, lift your hips up, eyes to the roof, squeeze your shoulder blades together. So our goal is to get our hips up as high as we can. Few deep breaths here. Try to push the floor away, so really push up through your shoulders. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to turn onto all fours. We're going to go into some thoracic twists. So my favorite stretches to do. A little bit like breakdancing, but a little bit of fun for you. You're going to take your left leg underneath your right leg and make quite a little bit of space, like half a meter as far as your leg goes. Then what you're going to do is you're going to twist towards that left leg, and all your weight's going to go onto your left shoulder, so you're making like a one-armed bridge. So pushing through that shoulder, squeezing your butt, hitting your core nice and tight, reaching all the way back, and then back down, untwist it. So you're like in a bit of a pike position or down dog. Now take your right leg underneath, rotate around, hips up, push through that hand, and reach through your thoracic and the back of your shoulder here, squeezing your butt, keeping your core nice and tight. You're going to do 3 more on each side. Pushing up, hold, back down, other leg, twist. This is the second one on each side. Squeeze your butt, push your hand away. Keep breathing through this movement, girls. Should be able to open up some new space each time. Rotate around. And then the other leg to finish. Coming back down, we're just going to finish a little bit on our back. Really, really important just to recover, focus on our breathing. So we're going to take 3 big deep breaths here, in through your nose and out through your mouth. So big deep breath in. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. In. And out. Girls, thanks so much for joining me for our upper body stretch today. Remember, if you really enjoyed that, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share it with all your friends, and we'll see you next week with some more stretch videos.